we are behind one of the reasons why you might want to stay away from Rahway, New Jersey.
And we're actually residents here in Rahway. So today we're going to break down the good and the bad aspect of what we experienced living here. Because if you don't know all the good and the bad, your house might end up like this.
And really quickly, if you're looking to buy or sell here in New Jersey, you can call, text us, or email us. We're gonna put our information down below, and let's get back to the video. So to start off on a good note, we are actually here at the Rahway downtown, which is also considered the art district. We actually do live off the downtown, and from our experience, it's our favorite place here in Rahway.
And the biggest reason I love this downtown area is since we live right off it, we have food right super nearby. If you work late or you can't come and cook, you
We literally just walk.
Walking distance. And honestly, that's kind of one biggest highlight, since it's not a super big downtown area. So you're not gonna get maybe that nightlife that other areas get, which I like. You know, I like something more laid back, but still super accessible for like the younger generation, especially all those developments going around.
And with new developments, they have so many new restaurants.
Yeah.
They have like a new restaurant like every other week, I feel. And what I like about this downtown specifically is that if you go to the other downtowns, you're gonna notice that maybe they have that older feel because they want to conserve that within the town. But this one, since they have so many new developments, it looks so modern and it's really coming up.
Which is great, and like this town has been coming up so much. And if you are in Rahway, you definitely gotta check out La Chula. Literally my favorite Mexican spot. Amazing tacos, amazing vibes, and you're definitely gonna love it here. And if you are a commuter, you're definitely gonna love it even more.
Rahway has got it all, especially when it comes to getting where you need to be. The train station is right in the heart of the downtown area, making it incredibly easy for commuters heading to New York City. Imagine just a quick convenient ride in under 40 minutes and you're right there in the middle of Manhattan. Rahway is also strategically located near major highways like the Garden State Parkway, the New Jersey Turnpike, and Route 1. These roads will get you into the city in no time, giving you multiple options for a smooth commute. In Rahway, convenience is just part of the package. Now let's get back to the video. Point number 2 is going to be the fact that certain areas in Rahway are considered huge flood zones, especially if you live near the river or in front of the river, which would be the biggest flood zone of them all. However, the Rahway River does extend to a lot of towns here in Union County, so they're going to experience the same thing.
And funny enough, the house right here that we showed you earlier in the video was kind of a cause of that flooding. During Ida, we had major flooding in Rahway, and this house actually blew up because there was a gas leak and the flood, and a lot of houses in this area actually got flooded as well. We were actually firsthand experiencing that flooding because where we live right next to the river as well.
Right, yeah, that's right. When we first moved here to Rahway, we knew about the flooding. However, we didn't know how bad it was gonna be. So we actually lost 2 cars as soon as we moved here. So we definitely experienced that firsthand.
And that only happened during that huge hurricane.
Right.
After that, we really didn't get any major flooding, but always be ready that if you do live in a flood area, you need to have that flood insurance. And here at Rahway, most areas do. So if you're moving here, don't make the mistake we made and have to lose 2 cars before you actually learn that.
Insure your car for flooding.
Make sure to do that.
The Rahway downtown is a vibrant hub that's rapidly becoming the go-to spot for commuters and residents alike. This downtown is charming and walkable. It's small enough to feel like you're home, but bustling with the energy of a city that's on the rise. Over the past few years, Rahway has undergone a remarkable transformation with new developments springing up that include luxury condos with every amenity you could want and need. Luxury condos for sale conveniently located within walking distance of transportation, such as the Skyview. Rahway's downtown has had a burst of new businesses drawn by the modern, attractive look of the area. This is a place where innovation meets community, making it a magnet for entrepreneurs and new families alike. The heartbeat of Rahway can be felt in the vibrant events that fill the downtown calendar year-round, whether it's music festivals, farmers market, or cultural celebration. And don't forget, it is home to the Harley Davidson and its yearly festival. So when we're not doing real estate or helping you guys find homes, we spend a lot of time here in the downtown because we are millennials and it does fit our lifestyle, but Rahway offers many different lifestyles for you all.
Okay, so for point 3, now we're going to actually look at the different areas, and it's very cool to actually look at the map view and you can actually visualize what all these areas actually have to offer. Right now in the video, we're here in this downtown area, literally right in front of the Skyview here, and you're seeing that this area here is a lot more commercialized. You have the train station, and you have the downtown area here. And this part of Rahway is very unique because it's going to be kind of one of the only few areas you're going to actually find this kind of environment. Because once you go to the other sides of Rahway, you're going to see it's very residential, which is it's kind of one of the bigger areas of Rahway. You're going to find a lot of the residential living. This street, which is considered St. George here, divides kind of Rahway right in the middle, and you're going to see that this side is a little bit different than the right side. Overall, right away, you're seeing that it's a lot more green space, a lot more residential. You're really not going to find all those commercial areas, and it's very, very residential in the overall feel of this section. And you can see that there's a lot of single family homes very near each other, but it's gonna be mostly all residential in this area. And it's really nice because right on top, when you go a little bit more south, is the Rahway Park, which you can see that the Rahway River does run through here, and this river actually runs through many parts of Union County towns. But you're seeing that this kind of left side of Rahway is very, very residential, a lot of green space. And then when you actually go a little bit more north of Rahway, when you start kind of getting into the border of Linden, which is going to be all of this section here, is still very much residential, but you're still going to get a little bit more of the commercial sections. Pretty much St. George, a lot of these properties are going to be commercialized, but on the right side here, you're seeing that it's still very residential. The moment you get off the street, the whole environment changes a lot. And you're seeing that many parts of Rahway is going to be this kind of feel and its overall environment. So you're seeing these properties, split levels, Cape Cods, very common in this part of Rahway. And mostly every single part of this town, you're going to find this kind of homes. And zooming back out, another main highway that we mentioned earlier in the video, 1 and 9, kind of divides another part of Rahway that a lot of people don't know about. But this 1 and 9 is also a main road here in this town, and a lot of people that actually live near this section. It's going to be still residential, but a big important part that I want to highlight here is that Rahway does have the Merck building. It's all of this, so pretty much all this northern eastern side right here near the highway, it's going to be Merck. There's a few residential buildings. All this is Merck, and that leads me to this other section, which you're going to find also a few commercial buildings. There are a few properties here, but it's very hard to get, and a lot of people don't actually move to this section. We've been seeing most of the residents actually coming into Rahway move into the left side of Rahway, mostly this side here, and also we've been seeing a lot of residents move into this side. Both these circles are very similar to each other when it comes to the overall lifestyle, but you know, depending on what part of Rahway, it's gonna be the overall feel. That kind of gives you a quick rundown. You're seeing that it's very residential, and you're still gonna get those bigger developments near the downtown area, but it's definitely that town for a lot of the younger families and family moving into it. And now we're right in front of the city hall here in Rahway. That's gonna get us to point number 4. Is that in our opinion, the leadership of the town is very good. They're actually very pro-innovation, which I like. And we've been seeing a lot of new developments, especially in the downtown area and other areas around the city as well, new construction condos and one family, which have been bringing the property values a lot more in this area, which might be a bad thing for a lot of locals because property values have been going up a lot in the past few years. But I think it's bringing a lot of more value into the town, in my personal opinion.
But something that the locals do love, especially us, is the fact that they have so many events here in Rahway for the residents. Right. Especially in the summer, you have lots of concerts. I know we hear them from the balcony all the time, especially on Fridays. We had the Harley Davidson show where all the cars come out. So it really does bring the town together. And the last point is something we absolutely hate about living in Rahway, and it's going to be the public water, especially if you're brushing your teeth.
And that's usually going to happen during the winter when it snows and we use the salt to kind of melt the snow. That salt sometimes goes into the public water line and you taste it, and when you're brushing your teeth, you can even sometimes when you filter the water, you even taste it after. So that's actually like a big issue that a lot of people that move in here don't even realize it. So if you're a local, that's probably one of the main issues during the winter you're gonna face. And if you're a local watching this video, please let us know if we missed anything, any big highlights, any big things that people need to know when moving into Rahway. And if you want to learn more about Rahway, we're actually going to link a video here that we did a complete vlog about it. We actually went into the downtown, we went into different areas.
More details, yeah.
And more details, and even highlight about the schools as well. So if you're looking to learn more about Rahway, make sure you check out that video.